In life, we make choices, and certain choices are difficult to make. The choices between departure and arrival, between some friends, some major decisions in our life, choices are difficult to make. Choices like saying goodbye and departures are saddening. But there are also lessons that are taught in the departures and the goodbyes. Today we mark the solemnity of the Ascension of the Lord. The Ascension of the Lord reminds us of the termination, the conclusion of the earthly mission of the Lord and the inauguration of His mission by His followers. Therefore, though Christ is ascended into heaven, as we every Sunday and on the days of the solemnities, as we profess the profession of our faith, the creed, we mention that He is ascended to the Father. Jesus had to ascend to the Father because now He has accomplished His mission on this earth. There are three main lessons of the Ascension. The Ascension is the completion of Jesus' earthly mission. And we know that Jesus is God. And He has to go to His origin. As we read in the beginning of the Gospel of John, He was in the beginning, was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the God was the Word. So Jesus is that Word made flesh. So He had to make the ascension, and that proves that Jesus is God. The second lesson, the fact that Jesus ascended into heaven, shows that had He continued to stay on earth, we would have given more importance to our earthly living. But the fact that He was ascended into heaven shows that this earthly life has its importance, but the earthly life is all about our life in heaven. So that marks the importance, that the important reminder that everything is not what happens here on earth, but our hope in the life to come. Then the third lesson that the ascension of the Lord gives us is that now Jesus is ascended and we are here left, and now the responsibility is ours to continue His mission on earth. We need a guide, and Jesus is our guide on this earth and on the way to heaven. The risen Lord, the ascended Lord, He doesn't have a body on earth. His body is yours and mine. The ascended Lord doesn't have hands, feet, ears, eyes, mouth, a heart. The hands, His hands are your hands. His ears are your ears. His eyes are your eyes. His mouth are your mouths. And his heart are your hearts. He has nobody on earth but you and me. Therefore, once again, we are reminded of the importance of the ascension. And it is interesting to note one phrase in the gospel. As he blessed them, he parted from them. The Greek grammatical formula is, while continued to bless, he parted. Not that he blessed and he went away, but while continuing to bless, he parted. And the departures make us sad, but here we find the apostles were joyful because they know that in the so-called absence of Jesus, he will never be absent, but he will powerfully be present and working among them. So let us accept Jesus as our guide. We need him, and we need to incorporate ourselves or configure him in this earth more than any other time. We need to configure ourselves into the figure of Christ in more any other time than this, because we find the need to make him present at this present age. Let us accept him, not that he has left us, but he has gone to lead us in a more powerful and with his powerful presence.